WEWS, the station on your side. This is Emmy Award-winning Live on 5.
Oh, it's Friday, and that network. Thank you, Mike. Saving for retirement these days isn't easy.
It just costs more to live. Just ahead in our second half hour, on your side information so you don't get left behind in your golden years.
Also, our coverage of the McDonald's High School
Realizing a long-time dream.
But first, we have some 5 on your side tips to save up for retirement, because if you don't stretch those dollars now, you could end up high and dry. We'll explain. High school tonight.
Now more than ever, experts say if you're not careful about how you're saving now for retirement, you could get left behind. But consumer specialist Angie Lau has some on your side tips this afternoon to make sure that doesn't happen. We're all ears, Angie.
Lee, we all know how expensive things suddenly are these days. It simply costs more to live. But we've got strategies to make sure the money you save today goes a long way for tomorrow. We all know how tough it is these days. Our dollar just doesn't seem to go as far as it used to. We dug into our archives. This was the story we reported to you in August of 2003. Gas prices for Labor Day weekend.
Where we've seen as low as $1.63.
Ah, the good old days. 3 years later, these high prices today are here to stay. The cost of gas almost doubled. And it hurts because it's triggering inflation as we pay more for everything from clothes to public transportation to rent.
If their money isn't, like we're talking, keeping pace or ahead of inflation, they have a risk of running out of money.
But Wayne Maslyk, a certified financial planner, says there are things you can do to make sure that that doesn't happen when you retire.
We like to see a % or two, rate of return, a % or two above taxes and inflation. If you're not getting that out of your investment portfolio, you're actually treading water, or in some cases going backwards.
Find an investment that will give you at least a 5% return, and Wayne says consider longer-term CDs. Those who locked in a few years ago are now enjoying rates of 6% or more.
Or if you look into, say, a penalty of a CD, generally it's 60 or 90 days interest, which isn't a whole lot of penalty. So sometimes it's worth it to get that higher rate of return. And if you need the money down the road, pay the small penalty. You're still averaging generally a higher rate of return. You don't have to settle for that one-year rate.
And remember, when it comes to saving for retirement, it's never too late to start. Wayne says a good rule of thumb for just about anybody is the rule of 100. So if your age is 40, you should have 40% of your money in safe investments and the rest in riskier ones, like stocks. On your side, I'm consumer specialist Angie Lau, News Channel 5.
Good advice, Angie. Thanks so much. Wall Street was a little let